Hey everybody, we are heading over to Brigham City to the pickleball tournament. We are going to catch up with our old friend John Gallo from the American Dream Foundation. He is the godfather of pickleball, people. He got it started here in Utah. Well, maybe not got it started, but he definitely brought it to the next level. In fact, the match we're going to is going to be a qualifying match for players that are going to get into the Tournament of Champions that's coming up this September. That tournament has grown to be such a big deal. There's going to be concerts. They're building a whole new venue. It's going to be really cool. So I say, let's go talk to some players. If we can get the rain to stop for a minute, and it will actually happen, we'll find Mr. Gallo, the godfather himself. We'll find out what's going to be happening over the next few months with pickleball and the Tournament of Champions. Come on, Bill. Okay, now, Christine, tell me your last name.
Barksdale.
Christine Barksdale, where are you from?
Vancouver, Washington.
And how long have you been playing pickleball?
3 years, 4 years-ish. Yeah.
You are a champion.
Yeah, I was.
Are you coming to the Tournament of Champions?
I'm planning to come to the Tournament of Champions. Who would miss that?
Is this your first one?
I came 2 years ago.
And what do you think about that event specifically compared to other events you played in all over the nation?
It creates a great enthusiasm for the sport, and it's kind of cool to have TV going on, and it just is different. It just creates a super exciting atmosphere, like you feel like more it's a pro sport.
I am here with Stephen Moore, who is going to be my interpreter, because Ernesto is from Barcelona, Spain, and no habla de inglés.
Well, I was born in Barcelona, but I live in Madrid, Spain.
You live in Madrid now. What brought you to pickleball? How did you find pickleball?
No te dice. ¿Cómo vas a entrar?
Well, in Spain, we don't have pickleball, and I came here to United States last summer, and wow, it's an incredible sport. In Spain, I have been playing all of my life tennis and paddle, and when I conocí este deporte,
When he found out about the sport.
it's an incredible sport, and well, here I am.
Here you are. I am here with Cookie. Cookie, tell me your full name and where you're from.
Well, my name is Cookie Drake, and I am from Cold Lake, Alberta, Canada. And
You're all the way from Canada.
All the way from Canada.
Just for this event here today.
Just for this. No, actually, I came down and did another tournament prior to this. And I come and go from the United States. I started to come to the United States 3 years ago, and that's when I started to play pickleball.
What introduced you to the sport? How did you find it?
I went to a community called Sun City Festival, and there were just people out there playing this funny little game, and I watched it and thought, I'd like to try that. And
That's the cool thing about it, right? Because you can just walk onto a court and people are really open, whether they be like super amazing professional type people or just beginning. It's a pretty open sport, right?
Absolutely. People are very welcoming and very willing to teach you how to play the game.
Well, and he's even upping it this year because he's going to have concerts. It's going to become a spectator sport, which has not really been a whole thing in the past. What do you think of that?
I think it's going to be different. I think it'll be fun to have, create a more family environment and have people want to come out and watch and, just see everybody.
Well, and pickleball is such a family-oriented sport that to bring people to it, if we can get them there for the concerts, then introduce them to the sport that way, or if they're there because they want to see the sport, they'll learn a little bit more about it. So how did you get introduced to this whole game?
My dad actually started playing pickleball in Tucson, Arizona, and he introduced it to me. That's why it was a 3 or 4-ish, because really I just kind of played for fun when I played with him. I'd visit Tucson, and he got it started in Indiana, so I just kind of started playing a little more. I grew up in Indiana.
So is this his first time to Utah?
Yes.
You got that?
Yes, it's my first time in Utah, in United States. I came here for studying English and also for enjoy your life.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
We got that much down. We're doing pretty good so far.
Oh yeah, thank you very much.
So you're studying English
Yes,
and playing pickleball.
well, and I'm also working here in Ogden.
Where are you working?
I'm teaching Spanish.
That I need to sign up.
Okay.
I'll learn Spanish, you can learn English, and by the time the tournament comes around, we'll be able to talk better.
Okay, I will be very happy of teach you.
10-1. A lot of sports, people who are really good don't have a lot of time for the people that are just beginning, but in pickleball, they're very welcoming, and I've had very good mentorship from lots of good players. I never had any racket experience prior to.
So you never played tennis, you never did any of that stuff?
I never played any racket sports.
And how long have you been playing?
I've been playing 3 years.
3 years. You probably told me that earlier and I missed it. But so 3 years in the game and you're going to head to the Tournament of Champions.
I am.
That's pretty awesome. Have you done that before?
I have. This will be my third time at Tournament of Champions. And last year they introduced the Legends division because, as you can see, I'm a little older than some of the others.
I could not see that. I'm not aware.
Thank you so much.
I had no idea.
Well, I definitely am. And it was a highlight for me. My partner and I actually got the bronze medal in Tournament of Champions, and that was an absolute thrill. We went into it with no expectations, and yeah, it was really fun.
How long did it take you to learn?
I converted from tennis, so it was relatively easy, except for tennis players have the same struggle. They don't like to stay up on the kitchen line, and we don't like to dink the ball. So that was an adjustment.
Okay, which I don't know what those words mean, but I'm going to learn.
Oh, okay.
It is my goal to learn before the Tournament of Champions.
Dink is,
All
right?
of these words,
Yeah.
yes. And I have a pretty good coach. His name is Mr. John Gallo. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Yeah, I think I've heard of him somewhere.
yeah.
And he does know a lot about the sports.
He's sort of a big-time sports pickleball guy.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
He's an excellent teacher.
I'm thinking if I'm good enough, I might even enroll for the Tournament of Champions because it's open enroll.
Right, anybody can do it. I can teach you how to dink today.
I'm going to learn how to dink from Christine, who's like a champion. I think we should do that, yeah?
Right?
It's on. Let's go learn how to dink. Okay. I only know 2 years of Spanish, and I've only got, ¿Cómo estás? Estoy bien, gracias. You used
Muy bien. Great.
bien. Oh, I did
muy
good?
Bien, muy bien.
Look at me go, Spanish teacher. Senor Adams, be proud. See?
A great student.
Yes, I studied hard. Oh, don't go anywhere. Don't leave me. So, Tournament of Champions, are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I would like to play, but I don't know when it's going to be the tournament.
It's in September, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th.
So I would like to play it.
And there's going to be big fanfare, big concerts. People are going to come and watch.
Wow. I love the atmosphere that we have during the tournament. People are very nice, the sponsor, everyone is awesome.
So as far as tournaments go across the nation, in Canada, you've played all over, I assume. How does the Tournament of Champions right there in Ogden, how does it, compare?
Oh, I think it's a first-class event. There are tournaments that have more players in them, but the Tournament of Champions was run really, really well. It's just a great event to go to. It has a real air of professionalism about it.
And there's a little prize money in there.
And there's a little prize money in there. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Which I understand most of the time, usually players can only get around $400 or $500, and here you have a chance to make like $4,500.
Yeah.
It's not a bad weekend.
Yeah, it's not a bad
for
weekend.
A fun little sport.
Well, it's great.
Yeah.
2-1.
So now what's going to happen today before I let you go? You're going to win this, and then what happens?
Then you get, actually, if you win this today, you get a free entry into the Tournament of Champions.
Which is pretty awesome.
It is.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And are you playing doubles, or how does it work?
Today, it's a little bit of a mixture. So you play mixed doubles, and then you kind of reverse it around so everybody plays together.
Well, there you go. So how are you doing so far in the match?
I'm doing okay. Yeah, I would like to have done a little bit better, but we're hanging in there.
It's early.
Yeah, right? We got plenty of time left.
We got to teach me how to dink. We got tons to do.
No, right? We're going to be busy today.
All right. Well, thank you for talking to me. We'll see you out in the court in a little bit.
That's right. Thank you.
Thank you. How often do you play during the week?
Well, I started playing 7 months ago, and I usually play 5 or 6 days a week.
That's awesome. Well, very cool. Well, hopefully we get to see you at the Tournament of Champions.
Okay, thank you very much.
And good luck today.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, now don't go anywhere, Steven. Tell me about what you're doing here.
Oh, I'm actually just here with my dad. My oldest brother won the national championship. His name's Daniel Moore.
Wow.
And then my dad is the senior national champion, 50-plus national champion. So So
No pressure.
yeah, no pressure. Yeah.
So I've never played before, but I'm thinking because this is open play, I need to learn how to play and at least see where I am by September.
You do, and you should get out there. It's a great sport. You'll love it. You'll love it.
And then I'll see you in September, and maybe we can see how I'm doing.
Hit around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to learn how to dink, and then we're going to hit around.
We're going to hit around. Yeah.
All right, Cookie, I love it. Do you want to say I'm sorry because they're giving you such a hard time?
Sorry. I have to say that because I'm Canadian.
I did catch a little about.
About? Well,
It was kind of adorable.
I'm sorry.
I loved it. I loved it.
All right.
Miss Canada. Good luck today.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay, I finally made it to the man of the hour, the pickleball guy, John Gallo. How did you find pickleball? Of all the conversations we've had, I don't think I know this one.
In November 1st of 08, I had 5 bypasses.
Oh, my
Weighed
goodness.
310 pounds, 49-inch waist. I'm a type A. Spent a year with a personal trainer trying to get back into shape.
Mm-hmm.
Treadmills are boring. All that stuff is boring. And there was this sign at Entrana in St. George said pickleball. I never heard of pickleball. And some friends finally talked me into going out, and I started playing. And, you know, you're bending, you're stretching, you're doing everything but running. Mm-hmm. End result was I dropped down to 250, lost 9 inches off my gut. I play 6 days a week, minimum of 2 hours. There's been days I've played 5 hours.
How you doing today?
Not bad. I'm not much of a doubles player, but I have good tennis background, so I'm surviving out here with all these guys. I've been playing for about 2.5 weeks.
That's all.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
So I've always been a national ranked tennis player and traveling for tennis and stuff, and so it's kind of, the general strokes translate. There's a few different things, but.
So, is that pretty cool that you like the generational gap there? Awesome to be able to play competitively with your brother and with your dad.
Yeah, my dad's really in incredible shape, and he's 53 and he's out there running with all these guys that are in their 20s and beating them too. He just won this tournament yesterday actually against 24-year-olds and stuff, and he's over twice their age. So
That's so awesome.
I battle with him all the time back home, and it's a lot of fun. We get to hang out with family. And
All right, I am here with Larry Moon. Larry, how did you find this sport?
Well, it happened about 3 years ago. I had a buddy that I was playing racquetball with, and he goes, let's try out this pickleball thing. So I went down, started playing like once a week, then it was twice a week, then it was 3 times a week, then I stopped playing racquetball, and it's really John Gallo, bringing pickleball to Ogden, Utah that did it. So I don't even play racquetball anymore. I play pickleball 3 or 4 times a week, maybe tennis once a week, and it's just all pickleball now.
Because why do you think that is? It's like addictive, isn't it?
It's very addictive, and it's a new group of friends, different. Well, it's just fun playing something where maybe you're improving again and learning something new.
It's the most social game. If you play golf, you got to find someone to play golf. If you play tennis, you got to get someone to play tennis. Well, in pickleball, all the courts have something called open play. Days of the week, designated hours. You just show up by yourself. If you've never played the game, you can just show up and they'll lend you a paddle. And I just my birthday this year there was 28 people, and there was only 2 people I knew before pickleball. It's just absolutely amazing, the camaraderie that's there, and I'm kind of a promoter. And as I got involved with the game, it's such embryonic stage. Fastest growing sport probably in the United States. Nationally now, I think they're opening up 49 courts in Utah in the United States every year.
All right, where's home at?
Colorado Springs, Colorado.
So you're here all the way from Colorado.
Yep.
Are you coming to the Tournament of Champions?
I'm not actually. I'll be a junior at the University of Arkansas next spring, so I just can't take off.
That's no excuse.
Yeah,
Just school?
School
Come on, man. No.
takes priority over pickleball, unfortunately.
Tournament of
for me.
champions, you got to be here.
I will see what I can do.
How about dad and brother? They'll be here.
Dad will be here. My brother actually lives in Japan now, so
Jeez, excuses all over the
who
place.
knows? He's working in Japan, so he might not be here either. But my dad will be here definitely.
Well, good luck today and good luck in school. We'll let that slide and then we'll watch for your dad for the win.
Sounds good. Thanks.
All right, thank you. And it seems like you make a lot of friends easily here because people are so opening and welcoming to come on the court and teach you.
It's a great group. Everyone invites other people in. You mix it up, play around. We have a great time. Yeah, good group.
So have you done the Tournament of Champions before?
I've done it twice. Last year they introduced Legends, which was great because, as you can tell, I'm not one of the younger guys.
I don't know why everybody keeps saying that. Like I wouldn't even guess that, but okay.
So last year we had good success. My partner and I, Tyler Sheffield, won the Legends last year.
Congratulations.
So there'll be a lot of pressure, to try to do well, and you just got to pick your partners well. That's the key.
How'd you find your partner? Is this your racquetball partner?
No, he's a pickleball partner from down south in Highland.
Okay.
He's a great player.
I went to Spain last year. We got it going to Madrid. Madrid this year is hosting an international tournament. They just rewrote the rules in Chinese. That's going to be scary because they're ping pong, and this game is 15% tennis, and then it's kind of like ping pong. So if the Chinese get into this thing, it's all over with. I mean, it's just going to be, going like right here in Utah. We donated, my foundation donated the first 4 courts to Ogden on July 1st, July 1st, 2010. From Farmington to Tremont now, there's over 60 courts, indoor and outdoor. From Murray South, there's 9 places to play indoors. Park City's putting them in this year.
Okay, tell me your name.
Tom Tuller.
Tom Tuller, where are you from?
Originally from Boise, Idaho, but lived in St. George now for about 7 years.
So you're down in St. George, and how did you find pickleball?
I was introduced to it about 5 years ago from a neighbor. There's a couple courts up in the park close to where I live, and he just introduced. I thought it was tennis actually, and started playing a little bit, and then started entering some tournaments, and thought it was real fun.
You're a young guy, and I love this sport because you can be like any age.
Yeah, definitely. You get a lot of. It has a perception of having a lot of older players, but really when you get into some of these tournaments now, it's really catching a lot of momentum and getting a lot of the younger guys out, which makes it competitive and a lot of fun to play.
You guys just found the mojo.
Yeah, so we've been together now for about a year, playing a lot of tournaments together.
So are you ready to hold the title?
Well, I hope so. There's a lot of good players out there, so you need a lot of luck too, in my opinion.
And you get a little cash, which isn't a bad thing.
Cash was great.
That's
yeah,
not a bad.
Cash was great.
We were just saying it turns a hobby and something you love to do, and maybe I love to run, and I've never made any money at that.
I mean, the cash is awesome. It's not really a motivating factor,
It's
but
just like a cherry on top, right?
yeah, a big cherry.
Yeah.
When people ask me what's so special about the game, it's really 2 things. It's social, and what other sport can you find somebody 60 years old playing with a 15-year-old kid competitively?
That's the coolest part here. You've got kids their dads are beating them, and the one guy, Steve, his dad is a champion, and he can't beat him, and he plays tennis.
And here's the difference between tennis and pickleball. In tennis, you're playing the whole court, you're doing a lot of running, you're getting 3 or 4 volleys. In pickleball, at this 5-0 level, you'll see 14, 15 volleys. In fact, last year at the Tournament of Champions, the mixed doubles competition went 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Now, did you tell me you played tennis before?
No, I have more of a baseball background, actually. I played a lot of sports, but baseball is probably my strong sport. I played a little bit of tennis, just goofing around in high school and with some friends, so I feel like I don't have a real pure tennis stroke, but the athleticism and some quickness allow me to be competitive in some of these tournaments.
So how long did it take you to actually figure out the game?
As far as figuring out real quick. As far as getting to the upper levels and stuff, it takes a little while. It's a few tournaments and quite a bit of practice. But anyway, it's fun. I feel like you're always getting better. And what I really like about it is there's some older players that can compete with the younger guys, which makes it real fun.
Yeah. So now he is also bringing in concerts, some celebrity action, local celebrities. We got Thurl Bailey coming in, and a lot of push to get the public out to watch. Is that going to add a little pressure?
I hope so. This is going to be an event. It was an event last year, but this year should be a lot bigger. bigger and better.
Yeah,
Look
and a brand new court.
Yeah, new courts, new venue, more people coming into the sport. Yeah, this is awesome for Ogden, Utah.
And then today you're in here to play to get a free entry, right?
Well, that's the hope.
How's it going so far?
Well, so far, it would be very unlikely if we get that today, but it's been going. Yeah, it's been going great. Having a lot of fun.
Well, good luck either way, and I'll see you in September.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
My foundation has done a lot in the Weber County area, but I'll go down to the courts and I'll sit there and I'll look at the lives that we're impacting. One of my favorite stories is a lady by the name of Janae Penrod in Ogden. She was 72 years old. Her husband died accidentally. She had pretty much just laying in bed, not getting out of bed, and the kids, ex-tennis, a little stout, you know. And you would never, if you saw her, you would never say this person could be athletic in any way, shape, or form. Mm-hmm. And her kids talked her into coming out. She now plays 5 to 6 days a week. Everybody calls her grandma. The sport's given her a reason to live. I mean, to me, I think that's really unique.
So now, what about the Tournament of Champions? Have you been there before?
I did. I played last year. It was a lot of fun.
How'd you do?
I did quite well. Doubles did okay, won a few, lost a couple. And singles was actually where I made a good run. Ended up second place out of 16 players. Which
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
So first place waiting for you this year?
We'll see. It was a tough draw. But anyway, yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And what do you think? Because this year it's going to be a spectator thing. We're going to be promoting concerts and getting people out to come and watch you guys. Is that going to add some pressure to it?
Yeah, a little bit. I like it. It makes it more fun when people are rooting you on, and feels a little bit more exciting. And John runs a really good tournament, very organized, and which makes it fun.
Okay, I am here with Phil and Karen Wisner, and they brought pickleball. Two of the six, I'm told, that brought pickleball to Ogden.
The founding fathers of pickleball.
Founding fathers of pickleball, right here. So now you guys were just telling me a little bit about what it took to get it started. Yeah. A lot of your time and a lot of love, because you were from Arizona.
Right. That's where we learned the game in Arizona, and then we moved up here to ski, and then we said, well, this would be a nice place for summer. And then someone emailed us and said, someone's starting pickleball in Ogden. Mm-hmm. And we tracked John down, and we left a message, if you're starting pickleball, we'd like to help you. And then John called back and said, I would need the help. And that's how and then we met with the city council, I think, wasn't it? Yeah.
I just found out from Mike Nelson, who put the Farmington group together. They're 285th member of their association. Stop and think about this. There was nobody in 2010, and there is a guy with prosthetic apparatus from his knees down. Wow. Playing the sport. Wow. I mean, that just blew my mind. Just absolutely blew my mind. So that's what this is all about. And just like in the beginning, you know, everybody remembers the NFL and AFL. Well, you know, football was embryonic really at that stage when they joined together. Well, I really see the professional piece of pickleball being developed over the next 4 to 5 years.
Hey, a little cash in there.
Yeah, that's always nice. When I brought some home, it was actually my wife's 20-year high school reunion that day. Uh-huh. And I was planning on driving home, but kept winning and advancing, and so I got in a little trouble when I got home. But
when you had the cash, it made it all better.
That's true.
Center shopping?
Yes.
Cash always makes girls happy. I don't know why that is. Shopping's fun. So there you go. All of a sudden, something that you just love to do and find some fun to do, you can actually enroll in this tournament and walk away with a little bit of money at the end of the day.
It's always nice. Thank you.
Like you're a professional. You can justify your hobby as like, hey, I'm a pro now.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, good luck coming up in September. What's going to happen here today?
It's just kind of a fun deal where you play mixed and then mix it around a little bit, and I guess the winner has a free entry into the TOC.
So you're vying for that?
Hoping to, yep.
Well, good luck today, and thank you for talking to me.
Yeah, thank you very much.
We'll see you in September.
Okay,
all right.
Thanks.
And then, Karen, you were saying to really get it going, you guys volunteered every Saturday, and you were there to teach people every day.
We went down every day, and anybody that showed up, we gave them lessons all summer long.
Oh, that's so much fun. And we were talking about how really that's kind of the attitude behind pickleball, whether you're starting it out or no matter what, because you can show up at a court and someone will grab you and teach you how to do it.
Right. It's a very social game. You know, once you go and learn pickleball, you can go to any city and people invite you in and you can play on any court. It's very social.
And you can go on the USAPA website, and it lists where people play pickleball all over the United States.
Yeah, by state, by city.
People go on vacations just to different places to play pickleball.
We created the first big money tournament,
You have the only one with the big prize.
$37,000 this year.
Let's talk a little bit about Tournament of Champions here, because this is happening September 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th.
Ninth,
This is the third year.
third year. If somebody enters the competition and was able to win singles, men's, let's say men's and mixed, they're going to walk away at $4,500.
And around the country, you usually only make around $400 or $500 at a tournament.
$500 is the biggest prize money up until we started doing this.
The Tournament of Champions is a big deal nationwide, and you got international people coming, and from Canada, I mean, from everywhere.
And as you heard now, we're actually going to have a team coming in from Spain, so we're actually international. So it's really growing.
Growing super fast. Yep. Okay, I am here with Stephanie Lane. You are from Nashville, all the way from Nashville. This is not your first, because we met last year at the Tournament of Champions.
We sure did.
So good to see you again. And you're here today. What's going on?
Today we're having like a team pickleball day where we get to play assemble teams and play different teams to try to earn a ticket into the Tournament of Champions.
Which is a big deal.
It is a big deal.
Even for a girl from Nashville, Tennessee, coming out here to earn a ticket to the Tournament of Champions is a big thing.
It's a big thing, and it's a chance to get to play with people we don't ever get to play with, and it's just all for fun.
How did you guys find it? In Arizona, was that how you were introduced to it?
Yeah, at the retirement community, they started there. Bill Booth and Jan started the pickleball in Arizona, and that's how we started playing pickleball.
And did you have a background in tennis, or did you just decide to jump in?
We both played racquetball, and I played tennis. He played tennis too.
Yes.
Yeah. So that helped, but you don't really need to have a background. No. You can start out really slow, and from there it gets really advanced.
Right.
So now, I was told you to play. Karen, I was told you're better than
She's
Phil.
better, yes, she is.
From a good source, I was told that. But so now we have the Tournament of Champions coming up. This is the third one. Have you guys played in it before, I'm assuming?
Not that good.
Not that good.
Really?
No.
Oh, come on now. I heard anyone can sign up to do it. You don't need to be rated or anything.
No, but you're going to lose.
Oh, no. Okay, I'm rethinking my strategy here. Now, and then you're taking it to a whole new level, because this has not been really something that people come out and watch.
Well, what you want to look at is the first year we did this, it was by invitation, and we invited 35 of the best players. Last year, we opened it up for anybody, and we had 90 players. It's not even June yet, and we've already got 75 players signed up for it, because it's like anything else. The reputation is there, and it's building, and it's growing. So, nobody's ever saw this before, never thought about it before. But what's really interesting, even though the money's there, it is about being the best. I mean, the competitive level is phenomenal.
Well, it seems like by the time they do all the traveling, and they're not really going to make a profit in any way, shape, or form. Well, even the winner.
Up until now, these, I think you interviewed Cookie Gill earlier. These people are traveling at their own expense. Now, this past year, national suppliers are starting to sponsor players because they see the value of the growth in it.
So the Tournament of Champions, I mean, is it known around the pickleball communities nationwide? I mean, do people talk about this thing?
They do. We've had people come from all over. There was a Russian girl that played singles last year, and she was phenomenal.
Wow. I mean, I heard it's going to be international this year. We've got people from Barcelona who are here today, and then we've got people from Canada and all over the U.S. And so, I mean, right here in Ogden, that's a pretty big thing.
That's amazing. It's going to bring people together from all over.
Which is super cool, because you guys all have such a passion for this thing. And it seems like really social, fun people are drawn to this sport.
Oh, I just keep saying it's the cream of the crop. I come from a tennis background. You don't go out to eat together. You don't socialize. You're so far across the court from each other that it's just so refreshing to have people who are genuine and kind. And then you try to beat each other's heads off, and then you go back and say, hey, let's go to supper together.
Yeah. So that's really fun. I was thinking maybe I might, see if I could find a coach, like maybe John Golo.
Oh, John.
Jump in there.
John will teach you. He's a very good instructor. That's no problem.
And then maybe, enroll and win some money in September.
Bankroll you, because it's $100 a tournament.
I need a sponsorship.
Yes, you need a sponsor.
Mr. Golo, I think we're going to need to ask for. We'll work that out a little bit later. Okay, so, but are you involved with the Tournament of Champions? Are you going to be there?
No, I don't know this year if we're going to be there or not.
But when John started it, we helped him get the tournament started.
Are you guys down in Arizona by then?
No, we're not, because it's in September. We leave latter part of September. We go back to Arizona.
But we're going on a trip this year.
Okay. Well, we won't see you then, but it is fantastic to meet you. And thank you for bringing pickleball to Ogden and to introduce it really to Utah, because I know it's happening all over the place, but man, you guys have really, really got it rolling.
And it really did spread quickly. Yeah.
It's such a fun sport. Well, I'm looking forward to learning the game, and maybe we can come play a day.
We'd be fine with us. Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, good deal. Thank you.
Bye.
So tell us what's going to happen different at this Tournament of Champions, because you have some plans. You're not only redoing a whole new court, you're bringing in concerts, and you're inviting the public to come and watch.
Nobody's ever really gone after this as a spectator sport. So we're going to run our tournament during the daytime through the bronze medal match. Then we're going to break. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we're going to be doing clinics from 3:30 to 5. The first day will be for youth. Any youth can come down. We'll have professionals there teaching the game. The second day will be for average players, and the third day will be for experienced players. Then we're going to do our gold medal matches at 6 o'clock. But at 8 o'clock on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday night, we're throwing concerts. So I'm giving people a reason to come out. And if I get all those people to deal with it, Ogden City is being great because they've got some portable seating that holds 750 people apiece. So we will have 3 of those bleachers set up for the sport. And we'll have concessions and everything else. We're actually putting on an event this time. It's
going to be a big show. So how long have you been playing?
I've been playing almost 4 years.
So, I mean, really relatively not that long. And how did you do last year in the tournament?
A Tournament of Champions, I think I got 4th in women's singles. So
hey, congrats.
I had the money, so yeah.
Ooh, but the money's not a bad thing, and that seems like you got something to, go for.
Yeah, I was pretty pleased with the 3 no-name girls that had shown up that nobody had heard of that took first, second, and third. I was happy to get the next spot.
Yeah, very cool. Well, and I love that it's like open play too. So then you never really know what you're going to get when you get there.
Right, you don't.
And you know who's good out there, but there could be somebody, out there practicing like me. Right. I don't know. I might just practice and decide I want to win this thing.
You're welcome to it.
I don't know if it's going to be a possibility or not. And then last but not least, we've got a whole new thing happening where John Gallo is inviting the public. Is that going to add some pressure?
It's going to be fun that there's going to be like seating for the public. And is it okay to say about the what's going on with the music and the food? And it's going to be so much fun.
Yeah. So will your family all come out from Nashville? Will you make it a big event?
I wish. My husband and my daughter came last year, but I just can't take off another week of school to come for all the events. But I'm going to play the one. So I'm excited about that.
Well, good luck. We'll talk again in September, and good luck today. I hope you get an entry.
See you again. Thanks. Enjoyed it.
You too. All right, Justin, you are from Arizona.
Correct.
And you're all the way to right here in Utah for this tournament today to get into the Tournament of Champions, right?
That's correct.
That's the only reason you're here?
No.
Okay, what else is going on? Tell me what's going on.
Well, my friends are up here. I like coming up to Utah and playing with the Kleins and everybody else that comes up. The weather's nice. So.
And the Tournament of Champions, though, it's a pretty big deal, right?
It's a big tournament. Yeah, we like to come up and play with the best that's in the country and the world. So, yeah.
How long have you been playing?
About 3.5 years.
And what got you into the sport?
Got tired of playing tennis and wanted to do something that I could continue to play longer without wearing my body out.
Because you're a physical therapist, I understand, right?
I've been practicing physical therapy for about 18 years.
And do you recommend this sport to your patients?
I tell just about everybody I can about it. The ones that are injured, recovering from hip and knee replacements, sometimes they can get out and play, sometimes they can't. Depends on their age and what their agility was prior to surgery. So yeah.
We got Thurl Bailey.
Bailey's going to be there Friday night. An a cappella group from Ogden called Fog was really phenomenal.
Tell us what Fog stands for.
Fat old guys.
It's so fun.
And then we're going to have classic rock. We haven't signed it. We're interviewing 2 or 3 bands for classic rock on Wednesday night. But
a little bit to be continued. But we got bands. We've got people being invited to make this family event even more bigger family.
And it's got the magic word. It's called free.
Free is a really magic word.
Yep.
I like that. And you know what else is free? You said all of those clinics, which is huge.
That's huge. And they're going to be put on by nationally ranked people. So
if you're just starting out,
can we handle it if it really works? I mean, if you guys do a great job.
Oh, if anyone can handle it, you can handle it. All right, Miss Kim, tell me what you do with pickleball, because you are a big pickleball person in Ogden.
I am. I love pickleball, and currently I serve as the Ogden Pickleball president of the Ogden area.
And what does that mean?
It means that I get to create all kinds of fun activities, clinics, lessons for all the people that want to play in the Ogden area.
How cool is that? What brought you to the sport?
I went to a fitness fair, and there were people there set up with pickleball, and we played. They showed us how to play, and it was so fun. It was like immediately addicting. So I found out about the courts at Mount Ogden and started playing like every day, and I have played like that ever since.
How long ago was that?
It was just about 3 years ago.
This sport, any level, any age, anybody can play.
Pretty much. I mean, you see tournaments where there's kids 7, 8 years old up to mid-80 range, and they're out having fun. So yeah.
And it's a big thing in Arizona.
It's big there. It's getting big everywhere. But yeah, that was probably the second biggest place after Seattle. All the snowbirds came down and started it up down there, and so it's been taking off for a long time. Yeah.
Well, very cool. Now, have you been to the Tournament of Champions before?
Played the last 2 years. Yes.
And how'd you do?
Did okay.
And this coming year, what's your plan? Taking it over?
No, just like every other tournament, go have fun. Yeah. The theory is you go to expect to have fun and hope to win. So.
Well, it's like when we started our 4th of July event. Everybody asked me what my biggest worry was, and I says, nobody shows up or everybody shows up. So it's the same worry at this.
Let's not worry. It's going to be a good time. We're going to have a lot of fun. But I have an idea for you, because after being here all day today, I was at the Tournament of Champions last year with you. We chatted, and I said I wanted to learn. A year goes by way too fast, and I'm thinking, Farrell Lafferty and I, we have a little bit of a competition thing going. I don't know if you know that.
No, I didn't know that.
Well, we do. We sort of compete now and then. I don't know where this comes from. I think it's my like to win and his like to challenge me. I don't know what that is.
Well, you might be a chauvinist too.
Yeah, probably. Something, bad words. Anyway, but I was thinking maybe what we could do is you could train me on pickleball. Then we could challenge him right before the Tournament of Champions and just say, hey, whoever wins, and I'll act like I've never played before. And have you done the challenge before at the Tournament of Champions before?
I'm not good enough yet, but maybe someday.
You have till September, though.
Yeah, but it's taken me 3 years to get to the 4.5 level, so I'm not so sure.
You never know. You never know what could happen in like how many months do we have? We got plenty of months here.
You do have quite a few months.
I'm thinking I'm going to try to get good.
I think that's what you ought to do. Girl, I'll help you, man.
Yeah?
Drills and stuff. It'll be fun.
I would love it. I would love to get some help. I've got John roped into it, and I'm thinking it would be fun. So this year we got a whole new aspect to the thing because he's going to bring concerts in and invite people to come and watch. What do you think of the sport growing in that direction?
I love that. It's going to be a big party, so other people are going to want to come. They're going to see pickleball, and they say, that looks fun. And so it'll just help grow the sport.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Well, and what a cool sport that you can be either somebody who's been playing for a long time, or you can, there's no enrollment criteria, so you could be surprised. Someone like me could just come out of the gates and just take it over.
Have you thought about it?
Thought about it a little. I have an in with this guy named John Gallo.
Take him on first.
He said he would teach me a thing or two.
About pickleball?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So we'll see what happens. But I've had a bad back, but I mean, I might be okay. This might be the sport for me.
Could loosen it up, make it feel better, make it stronger. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for talking to us. We'll see you in September. Are you excited for all the concerts and all the promotional stuff?
Great. Yeah, they'll add more to it and make it more of an event where the event is. So that'll be great.
That'll be really fun. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you then.
Likewise. Thanks.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Yes, today, right now, I'll give you my commercial.
Okay.
When somebody wants to learn the game, it's give me 15 minutes and I'll give you the world.
So we're gonna take 15 minutes.
We're gonna do it right now. In 15 minutes, you'll understand this game and know it. That's how quick it takes.
And then you're gonna train me.
Yep.
And we're gonna. And here's the interesting thing. Really, truly, if I was actually good, I wouldn't even have to be ranked because I could enter the Tournament of Champions. Just totally get in there.
If you've got the $100 to enter the event, you're in. That's all there is.
And have a shot at winning $4,500.
That's right. And right now, every event
could be a Cinderella story.
Every event this year, we have a minimum of 18s per event, and we're filled already this year. Whereas last year we kind of struggled a little bit. But that's if you do something right, you get a good reputation. If you build it, they will come.
Exactly. All right, well, let's go take 15 minutes before I get out of here and teach me, and then we'll figure out my schedule between now and September.
Okay, sounds great.
Here we go. Are you ready, Bill? Don't tell Farrell. Shh. Nobody say anything. How do we hide this from him? And then people are going to be coming pro and sponsored. I mean, how cool to be at the ground level of it all.
Well, I don't know if I'm at the ground level, but yeah, that is so cool.
I think you are. You're the president. And Ogden, it seems like, do you think in Utah you guys kind of got it started? It seems like you did. I know John was a big start, but...
Right, John really made a difference in the Ogden area. I mean, we have the best program, the best courts up here because of him. And I don't know if it started in Utah, but it's a big thing in St. George, and we have more courts than anybody had, but it's growing in all the other states nationwide.
Oh, absolutely. I know it didn't start here, but I was just curious if Ogden was maybe the hub to get it really, really happening. But now, what else do you do besides pickleball? Obviously, there's other things.
Yeah, I have 3 jobs, so I'm kind of a workaholic, pickleball-holic.
All right, so tell me your name.
My name is Bob Clarich.
Bob, I have been told you are the guy that brought this to Huntsman Cancer Institute in St. George. Tell me your whole involvement with pickleball. Give me the whole story.
Okay, actually a fellow by the name of Don Odell brought the sport to the Huntsman World Senior Games. He did that back in the year 2003, and I wasn't even living in St. George at that time. It was brought in as a demo sport. Everybody loved it, so they brought it back the next year, and it's been going like gangbusters since.
All right, I'm here with Kyle Klein. Kyle, you are responsible for this court for the most part, right? Tell me how you found pickleball.
Well, about 6 years ago, my parents, who had moved down to Sun City, Arizona, started playing it regularly, and so we went to visit them. We would always play tennis, but they said to try this different game, and the first few times we played it, we thought, well, it was kind of fun, but didn't continue to do it. And then eventually, the next time we went down, we found it more fun, and we came back up here and took some old tennis courts and put pickleball lines on them and got a couple other people in the community to play, and then a few more until eventually we had quite a large group playing, and went to the city with some donations and asked if we could build courts on the city property, and they were willing to do it, and so we ended up with this facility.
I'm a school counselor at a high school. I love working with teenagers, and I teach for 2 different universities, and I love that. I love teaching.
Wow, which universities are you working at?
The University of Phoenix and BYU, Brigham Young University, Idaho.
How awesome is that? And so do you rope all your students into pickleball?
I try.
Yeah?
Haven't got it going yet. We got the junior highs going, not the high schools.
It's a sport that is for all ages. Kim, thank you for talking to me, especially, during our little rain break here.
You're so welcome. It's been fun to talk to you.
And good luck with the rest of your pickleball season, I guess, right?
Yes, thank you.
I say don't rule yourself out for the Tournament of Champions. I'm going to root for you.
Okay, you go, girl.
Okay. Thanks for talking to me. And how did you find the sport?
I moved to Sun River, St. George in 2007, got involved in pickleball, ended up being one of the directors of the Huntsman Pickleball Tournament for 6 years, and love the sport and love having big events and having people smile and laugh and have a good time.
When you first got into this, how long did it take you to get good?
I thought it would take maybe a week or 2, but it's taken about 8 years. It's been 8 years since I've been playing.
Yeah?
Maybe 9 now. I'm recalculating, but you can play the sport and enjoy it from day one.
Well, it's a really nice facility, and you know what? Pickleball is such a great sport because it seems like you were introduced by your parents, which is fantastic. How are they at it? Are they better than you?
They definitely were at the beginning. In this tournament, my father, who's 72, is playing with my son, who's 10, and so the great thing about this sport is you can be any age and play at an equal level with one another. You can have parents and grandparents and grandchildren out laughing and playing. It's just a social, fun exercise that we can all be a part of.
Okay, I'm here with Melissa McCurley. Now, you are not only a player, you have a whole business you've built out of your love of pickleball.
That's correct. My brother and I bought pickleballtournaments.com from Bob and Jetty Lanius, who are pioneers and legends of this game, in August of 2014.
And you worked for American Express. You're a tech person, and you developed the back system for the whole thing, correct?
Well, we didn't. Bob did. He was a Microsoft developer. He uses his talents in that world to build pickleballtournaments.com over the last 10 years. It had grown to a place where they were only doing 3 or 4 tournaments a year using the system, but now we're doing 100. We're up to 130 tournaments now using the system. So it was turning into a business, and Bob and Jetty didn't want to have a business, and so they sold it to my brother and I in August of 2014, and here we are running tournaments around the U.S., Canada, and we have our first international tournament that we're doing in Spain in September.
You can get good over time because it's not. It looks like it feels easy, but the players that have played for a while know the tricks, and you've got to catch up with them on the tricks. So it takes a little bit of time, but it's enjoyable on the way. The journey is good.
Now, you're a chiropractor.
Yes.
And so do you recommend this to your patients as far as, because I mean, it's great for like rehab, right?
Originally, when I tell people about it, they laugh to begin with, and then once they come and try it, they realize how much of a workout it is. You actually do a lot of squatting, a lot of range of motion, a lot of just different movements. That it really is a low-impact, fun exercise, and really, exercise is about wanting to do something that you like. So many times you say, "I'm going to start exercising," and you do it a few times, and you get burned out. With something like this, it's very addictive, and people come back and play and play and play.
And the social aspect, because I mean, you guys are all so nice, and it seems like everywhere I go that has to do with pickleball, everyone is just cool and super friendly. So why don't we tell people out there a little bit about, you know, what your program does for pickleball?
Yeah, and I'll do that. I just touch just a little bit on that IT experience because I think it's important. And to my brother and I coming into pickleballtournaments.com, we're using that IT experience, also our business acumen, if you will, and helping grow the sport through tournaments. Pickleballtournaments.com is a registration system, so it allows players to register online and pay online. In addition, as players register, let's say they don't have a partner, then it also builds a players needing partners list, and you can easily reach out to people through email and try to match up with partnerships that way.
Oh, nice.
It also allows the tournament directors or their tournament teams who are handling registrations to communicate with players via email, which is another great capability of the system.
And I love coming up here because there's a lot of people from North Idaho that have, I used to live in North Idaho. There's a lot of people from northern Utah that come to southern Utah, so we like to come see our friends up here, so that's why we make the journey for this tournament and that tournament and the tournaments in Ogden as well.
So you just show up on a court and people will be cool, and that, I mean, that's half of the battle with exercising is having friends and enjoying yourself.
You're absolutely right. And that's, of all the different sports I've played over the years, there is no other sport like this. Every person seems to be somebody that cares about you, and you just sit there and laugh and tell stories and build friendships. It's more of a social environment than anything else I've ever done.
And you can't ask for more than that. Making friends, working out, having fun. It's a really good thing to get involved in. Now, you're taking it to the next level because you're working with John Gallo and the Tournament of Champions. And so this event today is actually a way to sponsor people to go into the Tournament of Champions, right?
Right. As pickleball is evolving and it's becoming more and more popular across the country, higher and higher level athletes are playing. And so John has developed this Tournament of Champions where the top players from around the country come. And so many of the smaller tournaments like this, the idea has been that the winners from that will receive tickets into the Tournament of Champions. And so it's kind of like what you have seen in tennis, where you have regional tournaments building up to qualify into a national type of a title, which is what John is running.
And then as registration completes, then the tool of pickleballtournaments.com allows the tournament teams then to do the seeding of their brackets. It allows them to choose multiple different formats for their particular tournament, build the brackets, and then schedule the play as well. Wow. It's really just fantastic. And then once you have the day of the tournament, then the software will actually then run the brackets through the software, which then automates the printing of the score sheets. It also allows you to assign courts that the matches are actually on, and then you can display those on a large computer type screen that then allows players to see who's playing on what court and when they're coming up to play on court next.
Oh, okay, so if you're a tournament director for pickleball, this is like dream come true.
Oh, it's absolutely. People need a tool, especially when they're managing large tournaments. I always tell people, though, it is just a tool. If you don't have the people and the processes behind the tool, then the tool's just not going to do everything on its own.
What do you think about John reaching out to the public and trying to open up and bring in concerts and make it a community thing?
I think it's great. That'll make it all. Makes it an event within an event, so to speak. I think it's going to work. I really do. People will enjoy it.
Well, we'll miss you in September, but thanks for talking to us today. How's it going out there? We got a little rain right now, but
I'm having a ball. I'm laughing.
What more can you ask for?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, pleasure to meet you. Thanks for chatting.
Thank you.
So now you'll be there.
I'll be there.
And you're going to be competing, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Hey, have you been in it before?
I have. I've gotten to play in the first 2 inaugural ones, and I've been able to hold my own, but there's definitely players across the country that, I'm just glad to be on the court with them.
Well, awesome. And now we got international. You got from Canada, Barcelona, Spain happening. But you know what, Kyle? I'm going to root for you.
Well, thank you.
I think it's going to happen. And thanks for putting this on today and for letting us up here and to get to talk to all of your players here. Everybody's so cool. And if it stops raining, I think I'm going to go learn how to play before the day's over.
That's the plan.
All right. Well, Kyle, thank you.
Thank you.
So if we have tournament directors out there paying attention, how do they get a hold of you? How do they learn how to use this? What's the best way to go about it?
You bet. They can go to pickleballtournaments.com. They can reach us via email at info@pickleballtournaments.com. They can also call us directly via phone at 602-284-2678.
All right. Well, good luck. Are we going to see you at the Tournament of Champions?
Absolutely. Pickleballtournaments.com is the software powering the Tournament of Champions for 2015.
All right. So we will see you then, and good luck with everything in the meantime.
Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, that's going to do it, everybody. We are basically being stopped by the rain. We had, a little bit of some sunshine, but Utah can't keep track of the weather, but it's good. We need the water, so I'm not going to complain. But John is going to meet with me a little later on. I guess that makes this a to be continued episode because we're going to do this pickleball thing. I am going to learn how to play that game. It looks like too much fun, and I am looking forward to the Tournament of Champions, which is coming up in September. We'll bring you more information as we get closer to that. In the meantime, everyone, stay dry, stay warm, and you know what? When it's sunny, go learn how to play pickleball. Looks like a blast.